Do you want to discover more joy, peace, and freedom with food, exercise, and your body? Here we bring a compassionate, holistic, and sustainable approach to fitness so you can fully enjoy the life you want and express your unique self with the world. I'm Michelle Roscoe, and I want to help you find fitness freedom. I'm so glad you're here. Have you ever taken the MBTI test or the Myers-Briggs personality test? It's a personality framework that differentiates personalities on the scales of introversion versus extroversion, intuition versus sensing, thinking versus feeling, and judging versus perceiving. It's pretty common in workplaces to help understand employees and each other and work as a team. There are 16 different personality types, grouped in 4 different categories. And the reason I know about this is because when I was young, my older sister was obsessed with personality typings, and I, by proxy, or by genetics, or maybe just personality types, hey, I was too. I still am. I find people fascinating. I love understanding people. So I remember reading this book called Please Understand Me, which when I was before I was a teenager, around my preteens, my teenage years, which in hindsight, the title of the book was probably my childhood plea to my parents and those around me. But I learned about it then, and I still think about it now. And I want to focus on that last trait. Whether you've taken this test or not, I'll go over it just a little bit for you so you understand. And it's relevant to what I'm going to be sharing today about fitness and a fitness plan. But that last trait, the J or the P, the J standing for judging and the P standing for perceiving, categorizes people on how much they like to know what to expect, what to plan for, and how they like to stick to the rules, which is the J side, versus how much they like to be open, go with the flow, be spontaneous, and maybe even rebel against the rules, which is represented by that perceiving or P side. And when it comes to fitness, there's no one that's better or worse. I've worked with people all over the world with different personalities, different backgrounds, different goals. And that's what makes my job so fun. I love working with different clients and helping them make fitness work for them. But there's not one way or the other that's better. So you might wonder, if I'm more of a J or more of a P, do I need a strict plan to follow when it comes to my fitness? What if I want to be more spontaneous? And what if I hate plans and I rebel against them? And it all depends on what works best for you. But no matter what your personality type, MBTI or not, judging or perceiving, whether you love plans or hate them, a fitness plan is important. Listen, I am all about flexibility, being spontaneous. I love to do things last minute. I think it's so important to stay open and go with your gut in the moment and be open to change and flexibility and spontaneity and impulsivity. Those things are important. I also like to know what I'm going to be doing in my day ahead. I like to have a week plan. I like to have an agenda for the month, a goal to hit. I also like to know what I'm going to do on next weekend or a few weekends ahead. I like planning, and I like to know what to expect. So there's no right or wrong way. I hear this a lot, though, when it comes to people and their fitness goals. And I talk with people about their fitness a lot. It's my job, whether it's one of my clients or one of my group workout members or the Uber drivers that I happen to meet. A lot of people, they have goals, they have specific places they want to get to. They know where they want to arrive ultimately, but they don't know how to get there. Maybe they want to lose a specific amount of weight, and they might have a loose plan, but they don't know exactly what to do. Or maybe they want to just feel better, burn some fat, maybe be a little bit more toned, be a little bit more active, but they don't have a specific plan to follow in a way that will take them there. So no matter what your goals are, whether you want to lose a specific amount of weight, you want to burn fat, maybe reach a certain fat percentage, you want to improve your health, you want to have more energy, maybe you have a vague goal of just wanting to feel better, and that's okay too. you need a plan. So I'm going to lay out 6 benefits or 6 reasons you need a fitness plan for your workouts, your nutrition, and your routine so that you can reach your goals. Whether you are more on that judging type A, you want to follow the plan, you want to know what it is, check all your boxes, or whether you're on that P side where you're a little bit more spontaneous and rules are meant to be broken for you. These are 6 benefits that I've seen with my clients and working with people in fitness and being consistent in my own fitness and health for about 2 decades now. So number 1, 6 benefits to having a fitness plan. Number 1, it keeps you accountable and consistent. A plan is not a person, but a plan is something that you can follow. It's something that once you have in the back of your mind, you know it's there. And if you don't follow it, you feel a little bit off, like you're letting someone down or letting something down. So having a plan helps you show up. It makes it easier to show up and be consistent because you know what you're doing. And that's number 2. Having a plan makes exercise and healthier habits more fun because you know you're working towards something. It's a goal to work towards. And this is something that's really important. I found this with my clients. When they have goals and they know a specific time that the goal is meant to be met, or it's a timeline that they're working on, or a place that they want to be. And by the way, you have to make this meaningful for you. It doesn't have to be weight loss. It doesn't have to be something wild and crazy. It could be something as simple as, I just want to eat, 3 servings of vegetables a day. Or it could be something simple like, I want to make sure that I get in an hour of activity, intense activity a week. Whatever that is for you. When you have a goal, when you have a timeline, it makes it more fun because you know that you're working towards something. You have somewhere you're going towards rather than just aimlessly wandering around, literally or figuratively. Number 3, you know what you're doing without having to second guess it. So when you have a plan, you can always modify it, you can always change it, and you don't have to follow it perfectly. But when you have that plan, you show up, and you don't just show up. You know what you're doing. You have a structure to it. So you're not wondering, am I doing enough? Am I doing it right? Because when you have that plan laid out in a long-term vision, maybe say for a week or a month or even a few months or a year, you know where you're getting to, and you don't have to second guess if you're doing it right, if you're doing enough. Number 4, having a plan helps you progress in a doable way without overdoing it or underdoing it. When you have a plan laid out for a long-term goal, a long-term plan, daily, weekly, monthly, you're less likely to overdo it and get burnt out and then quit. And you're also less likely to underdo it and not really get the results that you want. By the way, most people err on the side of overdoing it than underdoing it by far. So having a plan helps you stay more consistent and follow a sustainable approach rather than following those ups and downs extremes. Number 5, having a plan helps you reach your specific goals. So when you can curate a plan that works for you, let's say that one of your goals, let's say you want to lose 10 pounds, about 10 pounds, and you want to fit into an item of clothing that you were wearing last summer, and maybe over the winter, maybe you gained some fat, you gained some weight, and there's nothing wrong with that, and you know that, and you love yourself, you just want to be able to fit back into that and stay on top of your fitness. When you have a specific goal in mind that is measurable, that has a time limit to it, that is realistic and doable, where you have steps that you can follow, it will help you reach your specific goals. Because if you follow someone else's plan, it might help, it might work, but you have to make a plan that works for you and your specific goals. That's the benefit of having a plan for yourself. And Number 6, it not only makes exercise more fun, like we talked about working towards something, but it gives you confidence when you show up. It gives you confidence. So you're not just hoping for the best and kind of, I'll do a little bit here, I'll do a little bit tomorrow. I didn't feel like it, I'll do it later. Or, I slipped a little bit on my diet or my food choices. When you have a plan, it gives you confidence in what you're doing and knowing that what you are doing is bringing you closer towards where you want to go. So here are the 6 benefits of having a plan. Did I persuade you at all? Whether you're that J judging or that P perceiving type, did I persuade you? Let me know which one stood out for you. Which one gave you a little ding moment or a little aha, yeah, I really want a plan. What kind of nudged you into wanting to create a plan for yourself, no matter what your goals are? Please let me know. You can email me, michelle@mlroscoe.com. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook, Michelle Lynn Roscoe, and send me a DM. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. If you're not sure how to craft a plan that works, if you want to show up and be confident in what you're doing, if you want to know what to do when you experience some setbacks, if you want to know the exact steps for creating a plan that works for you, I have just the gift for you. It's a gift. It's my ultimate fitness goal checklist. It's a super simple 10-step plan to get you from where you are now to accomplishing your fitness goals, even if they're big and even if you're short on time and or motivation. So I want to give that to you for free. You can go to the link in my bio, go.mlroscoe.com/goals checklist is where you'll find it. It's also in the link in the show notes. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me know, what's your MBTI? By the way, I haven't taken a test in a while and I haven't really been into this as much as I used to be, but I'd probably say I am an ENF. I'm really in between with the J and the P, like I explained. Well, I'd have to take it again, but I know for sure, especially those first 3, that's where I'm at. I'd love to hear what personality type you are. Let me know, and which of these tips stood out for you. And go ahead and grab that super simple 10-step plan for free in the link in my bio. I hope that it helps you, because a plan is one of the best ways for you to guarantee that you will reach your fitness goals, no matter what they are. Like you, love you, bye.